Hello, welcome to the Your Thought Consultancy. So today we have another interesting topic for you guys. That is what is quality insurance and the quality control, and what is the difference between these two. And as we have already discussed different aspect in the previous session as well. So in the by the leading and to the previous topic for the enhancement and you can say the advanced level of software testing. We will keep and talk about in today's session, talk about the QA and the QC. So let's start our session. Here is my introduction part that I have the 15-year experience. I have touched different domain till now, the fintech, healthcare, e-commerce as a QA, and I'm also mentoring the fresher and the senior in the industry, and also working as a consultant for different multinational company. And here are some gadgets which will help you out to reach out me if you have any question after watching the session. And if you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section. So moving forward, so towards the today's topic. So in the today topic, as we have already discussed, that we are going to discuss about the quality insurance and the quality control. So this is a very interesting and the important area of software testing, which we need to learn that what is quality insurance and what is quality control, and what is the difference between these two, and how we can implement and will do the different type of activities during the quality insurance and quality control in the software testing. So if we talk about the quality insurance first, so it's a process where we are dealing with the, you can say, the different approaches and try to prevent the bug in going to inject in our software development process, and try to improve the method and the practices and making some standard as well. So it's a purely you can say a brain use game here, that because it's a purely analysis related and crafting related thing. So if we talk about more, so quality insurance, that is the right process are followed to achieve the high quality software. So where we are in the software quality insurance, we are dealing with the normally crafting the standard, and you can say processes. And in the quality control, we are going to execute those things on application level, which is in our hand for the testing. So this is the main difference, that the quality insurance is process oriented and the quality control is product oriented. So, if we talk about more in the detail with one example, I hope this example will clear you more, that if we talk about the quality assurance and the quality control difference with one example. So, if we talk about the login page, let's suppose if we have a login page for the testing. So, if we talk about the standard from the quality insurance, so we have to make the standard for the login for the password. Let's suppose if we have decided that we have to adopt the password, you can say the 32 digit length, and it will also it must contain the one alphabet, and in uppercase, one alphabet in lowercase, one special character, and one is the numeric, which is the least, you can say, the set of you can say the character and the thing which we need to use. So this is one standard. If we can discuss, and if we can consider this is in a QA. So we have write down all these rules and the standard, and now we are making sure that the bug should be stronger, and that's how we can prevent the bug injection in our development process, or in our and the product. So in the QC, let's suppose and when the product is developed, by keeping those standards which we have discussed and defined for the password, we will go and execute one by one and see that the developed product is right according to the given requirement or not. So that's how the QA and the QC is different and working in the software testing. So down the road, we will see different aspect of both one by one, and I will try to explain some of the aspect from these, and rest you can read out on the slide and get back to me with. your question if you have. Let's suppose if we talk about the aspect focus. So in the quality assurance, as we have already discussed, that it's a purely focused on the process oriented approach. And if we talk about the quality control, so is in this part we will purely deal with the product orientation or oriented. So how the implementing the code standard to prevent the bug, that is related to the QA, because we have crafted the process and the rules and the regulation. So in the QC part, running the test to catch the defects. We will see that if we have missed anything from the defined standard in the coding practice, so we will go and run our test cases to catch the defects. So that's how these two are. We have discussed with the examples, and now the objective prevent defect by improving the process. Definitely, it's for the generic because it's a process not specific to any product or any project. But the QC is identifying the fixes defects in the final product, because once we have developed the product, then the QC process will start. So we will see the another example how we can implement and distinguish both QA and QC. So reviewing the design document for the completeness, so that is related to the and belongs to the QA, and performing the unit test on the developed code, that is related to the QC. So in the objective aspect, we will see that the QA is purely dealing with the and focusing on the improving of the process, and at the same time the QC side is seeking and looking for the defect from the product. So in the responsibility, if we talk about responsibility, everyone involved in the development process, because we can anyone can give their feedback to improve the process. And in the QC, if we talk about, so only the testing team are the responsible to do that. So if we talk about the example, so QA, developer, designer, manager contribute are contributing, and are the anyone other any other stakeholder. But in the QC part, only the testers are responsible to execute the test cases. So the one main example as an abstract which I have compiled for you guys, the establishing code standard and design reviews. So that is what we are going to discuss earlier, and on this slide earlier, that we are dealing with the processes and the standard for different things, and we are crafting also the procedure as well from those processes. So in the QC part, we are conducting all the time dealing with different type of testing, like functional or non-functional. So the purpose is that to basically that ensuring team follows the agile guideline. That is one example in the QA, which relate, because we will do some reviews inspection, and in that detecting in the QC part, we will detecting the bug during the performance testing. So in the QA, we are discussing about maybe process and defining the approach for the performance testing. But when the we comes in QC, we will run and execute that approach using any tool and see that how many bugs we have captured, and then we start discussing and try to improve and fix those bugs from the product. So that's it from the today, where we have discussed about and QA and QC, and I hope the example which we have discussed and I have quoted will easily explain and help you out to understand the difference between the QA and QC and what is in actual QA and QC. Thanks for the today's session. We will get back to you with another interesting topic in coming days as well. So till now, if you have any question, you can post your question and query through any gadgets which we have seen on the start of the session and in the comment section as well.